Hi guys, so this is very important that we understand who Mystery Babylon is in the fullness of who they are. Mystery Babylon is spread over 7 continents, and these are mountains, leaders that the dragon gave them their seat and authority. Here's one of them right here, and if you look closely, you'll see when you look at the video, I'm going to put it in the description box. He's got jagged teeth. Also, they all have their towers, like Nimrod and the Tower of Babylon. The French seat has the Eiffel Tower. The Trump administration has his own Trump Towers. The Obama had the One World Freedom Tower, and I could go on and on and on. They have their towers and their altars to Baal and to Balaam and to all of the wicked ones that have the cherub, the Luciferianism. Their Washington Monument and everything is the Satan's uh, sexual part and things of that nature. But God allowed them to rule over us for a time until we sought who God was. And God is not in these people. Something else is. And if you notice, all of these 7 continents have armies, and every army has the same leaves and the same falcon, the phoenix, which is the cherub. They rise from the ashes. So every time someone dies, because God said you will die like men, every time God brings their kingdom down, they rise up from the ashes and get into new people. They possess them. Demonic possession. So this is the French president. He's got reptilian jaggedy teeth. I'm going to put it in the description box. These are the kings of the earth, the mighty men, the merchant men, the sorcerers, because they do sorcery on your children. They lie and deceive your children. They put them under spells, and all of us. And they do witchcraft on them, and they eat off of our flesh. They live off of us. The blood of the saints and the blood of the martyrs and the blood of the prophets and the blood of the aborted innocent babies are spilt on the lands. These are the abomination, Babylon. They are also like Egypt, like Sodom and Egypt. Many of them are sodomites. They hate the woman, God's creation, because she caused their fall, because they laid with God's bride, his wife, his creation. He considers his bride or his wife, and uncovered her. And that's like Abraham was uncovered, and it was his wife that was uncovered, and that's what he considers his nakedness, because it's his wife, Abraham's wife, and that was the abomination. And these cause abomination of desolation in the land. These are the ones responsible for all sorts of things. And the troubles of Jacob, these are Jacob. The trouble is for them. They say they sit a queen. They're the ones, and which is the dragon, Vatican, and they sit on catacombs, which are dead men's bones. They sit on everyone's bones, and they dig in holes to get the gold, the silver out of the land. After they kill the natives of the land, they steal their land and all of their resources. And by reaping the land and committing fornication with Mother Earth, what they do is they use it for merchandise, and then they put us all under debt, and they keep the wealth for themselves so they can relax and enjoy their lives and sit high and mighty above everyone else and sit at the chief seats. Same with the Canadian president. And they use red and blue. If you look at most media, it's a medium, which is witchcraft. A medium is, God said not to consult a medium. TV media is a medium. So every Christian is consulting mediums, which is witchcraft, sorcery. And that's why Trump had the ball of white, the white ball, because the white ball is the light with the Saudis, because they're also Masons, Jesuits, and Shriners, fraternities and sororities of the occult. Pagans who are Luciferians, they worship self as God. They sit in the temple of God, proclaiming themselves to be God. These are Mystery Babylon, who God is about to pour out his wrath, the wrath of the Lamb. And then after the wrath of the Lamb, they will have the wrath of Almighty God, which is Almighty God, But then there's a second death, which is the lake of fire. And God said, you will die like men, like men. They will feel the pain, just like Pharaoh felt the pain, all the way back to Nimrod and the Tower of Babel. Every single time Hitler, they all will feel the pain of the wrath of God, and for all of the blood that's on their hands, and for making people think that God doesn't love them, and making his word confusing to the people with their fake churches, their false ways, their education, and everything else, hiding God with NASA, the serpent tongue, which I'll show you that. It's a serpent's tongue. And every single NASA worker and every astronaut really didn't go out into outer space. They lied to us and deceived us, because they're the ones that deceive the nations of the world. I'm going to put this video about the French president in the description box, but know that every seat and authority on all the 7 mountains, they are wicked, and they want you to think that Israel is God's children, but they're spread over the 4 corners of the earth because they carried them away. All right, you guys, God will deliver us. God bless you.